Jimson family. My son's a big hugger and kisser. And
Oh my God.
we'd be going out for dinner and, you know, walk in and there's Nancy and Jim sitting there and we'd come in and Theo would always give Nancy a big hug and a kiss. And then he'd go over and he'd give Jim a hug and give him a kiss on the cheek. And Jim would go, and you could see this grin like, oh good, he likes me too. It was just kind of cute. It was like,
Well, to the point where your brothers would bother him too, though, right?
Yeah.
It became a joke.
We all kind of teased him because
Yeah.
we're a big huggy family.
Everybody would hug
And you
his
could
Jim.
tell he was kind of like, he was kind of like,
Go back there.
so cracked me up.
So along those same lines, because Nancy and my cousin Dean went to Barcelona as well this last trip, and when Dean was at my house and Jim was at the house and we were introducing Dean to Jim and we said, this is the fourth white girl, he looked at us all and he said, what do you call him, Aunt Jim? So that was another Aunt Jim.
So, geez, how about we stand up?
I have one more story.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Papa always
This is
has
a story
one more
This is
story.
a story that the original crowd won't know about. But this is when Jim was working in Peterborough. And everybody was in Las Vegas, in those condos. And we were in the Caesar's Palace about 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course, Jim was with IDG, and on the other side of the room was Zip Davis, Arch
rival.
And all of a sudden, some piece of orange or something came flying out. And then we returned it. And then they returned it. And then we returned it. And now there's a full food fight. Caesar's Palace. It's 4 in the morning. So we got out of there. We got kicked out of there. And then, since we won the food fight, IDG decided we were going to walk through the fountain. So Jim, being, I think he had brand new wingtips. He said, I'm not going through the fountain. I said, Jim, you got to. I mean, Mike Perlis is here, and you got to. He gets in the fountain, walks through the other end. We walk into the hotel where we were staying, and he had a 7 o'clock breakfast meeting with a client. He's worried about making it on time. Well, who's at the desk while he's walking in with his shoes squishing water? He was petrified. And he looks around so he won't see him up to his room, so he gets ready by 7 o'clock. Now, somebody else must have another funny story. Not funny, I'm not going to talk about self-promoting. Sit down on that.
Well, Dyke reminded me an hour ago or something, before Jim worked for us. I got to know him, I think through Dyke, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. And one of our favorite exploits was every week at cocktail hour, we'd go over to McGonagall Golf Club and play tennis. None of us were members of McGonagall Golf Club, which added to the beauty of it all. Jimmy was there, and Jim is competitive. And we had the greatest summer. There must have been maybe a dozen of us on a good day. There at cocktail hour, all the members are up getting soused in the lodge. We just had the greatest time, and it lasted all summer long until the last weekend, and we got punched.
You guys haven't paid your membership dues?
I never.
I just really want to thank all of you guys for coming here tonight. I know how happy he was to come back to Maine after being gone for so long. As many of you have said, felt like he barely left or going to be gone for a little while. But I do know how much he loved all of you, and how he appreciated being here. Could you not? This place is wonderful. But it really meant a lot to him, and I think he he just enjoyed his last few years here. I think all of it. It was really wonderful. It was nice having him come back here so that I could reconnect with a lot of you. And I think he really found a part of himself that I think he had maybe not lost, but it just kind of set aside for a while. So it's really wonderful to be here today with you guys. Yeah, he was a great man and very important to me. In a way that's very difficult for me to express, but I just want to thank.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Really,
And you were very important to him.
Couldn't have done it without you
Yeah.
guys too. Impossible. Thank you.
Where's that postcard?
Alright. Jimmy Mack, you're with us forever, brother.
Sparky. Love you,
No,
Sparky.
No, wait, whoa. So Sparky.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness. He
No,
would
no,
be
it's
so
okay.
bothered by
All
that.
the more reason to
He
adopt.
would be so bothered by that.
Molson
Sparky.
Golden. Remember Molson
Oh,
Golden?
yes, I do remember
Yes.
that.
Nancy named the dog, he
I love
said.
that name.
Yep. Molson Golden.
Dogs, they're not-
Yes.
No,